Welcome back, everybody. Another day, another Age of Empires 3 game. Today on the menu, we have multiple sclerosis, aka osteo, one of his many medical disease terminology. He's got this weird thing at the moment where he just keeps changing his name to different diseases and different human body conditions, and it just shows you the type of troll he is. This guy thrives off being a troll. So yeah, it is what it is. He's playing as Italy today, taking a break from the standard USA and Mexico laming that he's been doing, and he's playing everybody's flavored Mario. And Italy, an exceptionally strong civ, definitely in the S tier section of the tier list, which most people would regard them in. Going up though against Juliank, regarded as the best player in the game. And he's going as the Swedish meatballs, y'all. He's playing as Hurdy-gurdy-gurden. A bit of Italian and Swedish racism. See, the thing is, I heard a comment saying, if you're racist against everybody, you're not actually racist. And, that's kind of true. I'm racist against everyone, even myself. So, hey, it is what it is. So we've got Swedish meatballs against Mario. Honestly, tough matchup for Sweden. What does Sweden even do here? Yeah, you've got a couple of timing attacks, I think. Sweden can obviously go for max Torp Boom, but in doing so, you're allowing Italy to get their kind of industrial for free, which is very risky. Can go probably early Hussar start into Hacker Pellet build is probably their best bet. Try and harass Italy early on. But this is Juliank, so, this is anybody's guess what he's going to do. Very interesting start here, though, from Sweden. Usually you see double torps, but Julian's gone for a TP start here. Very peculiar. Very, very peculiar. Does Julian know something we don't? I always say Sweden are a civ that desperately need TP starts, but they tend not to have a TP start because it's too slow. Wait, did I... And you can see this Torp here, very effective Torp. It's gathering from the hunt. It's gathering from 2 trees, so it's getting 0.1 wood. And you can see, oh my God, guys, I legit forgot about this. I completely forgot about this bug. Right now, for anyone who hasn't seen this before, I posted a video on it probably a few months ago now. Italy have this bug where their architect, as long as they have line of sight, which their explorer can give, the architect can obviously plant down a foundation for free, okay, like they're doing here. He's putting down a load of mills, right, for free. But obviously oh my God, he's doing it everywhere. You are such a toxic piece of shit. You are the worst of the worst, Osteo. You are the most disgraceful, disrespectful player in this game. Now, this bug, so basically he can plant down the foundation without actually building on the foundation. However, so usually that would be fine, but with the architect, for some reason, it blocks the space. Even if it's on zero, like, you can see the mills have 1 HP for some reason, and you can't take them down. So if we're on Julian's perspective, and he can't see the foundations, right? So he can't technically attack those foundations. So what it means is, this land is blocked by him. He can't build on this foundation. He can't build around this gold mine. And Osteo is exploiting that. Look what he's doing here. So Osteo is getting the line of sight around this coin mine, and he's building around it with the architect. And what that means is it's really effective. It pretty much doesn't mean anything against any other civ in the game apart from Sweden. Against Sweden, it basically means that he can't put down torps, which is the main economy, the main game plan. The whole game plan of Sweden is to get as many torps around mines as possible. And if you can't build on these these coin mines or gold mines, it means he can't get the eco that he desperately needs. Look at this. Osteo even planted down a house foundation because the mill was too big thanks to this treasure and tree line. So he just put down a tiny little house. And so you can see here, Julian's got a villager, but he can't build any torps around this gold mine. Deary me, he can only put torps on his starting coins. Coin mines. That is, oh my god, this bug is so good against Sweden. You will only see this bug abused basically against Sweden because it's only effective against Sweden. It is possible to spam a load of like mills like this in the middle of the map, maybe to stop people putting down like barracks or stables, or even like wanders like an aggro fort. So if you can't place an aggro fort down on the map, you're going to have to build that in base, which will stop your early pressure. So it can work against a few other civilizations, but it's particularly effective against Sweden. Osteo, you have no honor, good sir. You have no honor, good sir. You disrespect your ancestors with this utterly disrespectful display here. I'm not going to lie, though. If I was playing, like, Shake or something, I would do exactly the same. Oh, my God. Talanis, if you're listening, you have to patch this game one final time, even if it's just to patch this out of the game. Hiya! And we can see here, multiple sclerosis. Osteo, he's getting early Hazard raided. We see a Fuzi into Chinese finances, and this is the deck here from Osteo. More Hazards filling in here. Let's go have a look over at Juliank. He can't build anywhere. What is he going to do? He did manage to get a torp somehow. That house foundation didn't work, but he did manage to get one torp here. But look at this, dearie me. He's having to put his torps under tree line. And that's okay, because obviously you still get the food trickle and a wood trickle. That's an exceptionally good wood trickle there. Half a villager on wood. But obviously you want coin. You desperately want coin because you want to use this card, Ironworks, to increase your coin gather. Obviously food and coin is better for making units and aging up. And then what you want to do is leave all of your actual villagers just put them on wood. So you can see here, he's having to put a 0.25 wood. You've got a 0.15 wood, another 0.25 wood. So he's having to put torps down on wood tree lines, which is not what you want. He's also putting villagers on coin here. So not only can he not torp up mines here, he's also eating through his current mines super quickly, which is not going to be good. We look at his deck here. He does have trample tactics, 5 hacker pellets. Probably going to go into hacker pellets here. He does have the free copper mine card. So could have to use that early, which he could then torp around, but he's having to sacrifice a whole card just to get a few copper mines to be able to torp around, which is not ideal. So, yeah, this is so... I can't believe this bug, man. This is so disrespectful. A second stable going down here. And it does look like he's going to tech into hacker pellets. Honestly, I'd probably just go straight into age 4 here and just try and get your factories out and heavy cannon spam, maybe. Osteo, even milling down the foundations against this gold mine here. Just making sure that there's not a single mine on the map that he can torp on, which is so disgusting. So disgusting. If Sweden weren't low enough in the tier list, this particular matchup is just so tough, man. It's tough as it is. Like, it's a rough matchup for Sweden as it is, let alone this bug being in the game. Aging up with the town center into age 3 for Italy. Age 3 is in here, which was a fast age up for Sweden. He's sending in 2 founts here, making a load of hack pellets. Probably just going to go for it now. Slowly killing off these cows, murdering these cows, and he's going to allow the torps to eat them up. I think he sent blueberries in. He did. So he has sent blueberries and ironworks. So going really greedy with the torps. It's just a shame that the torps having to gather from, like half of the torps are literally gathering from wood. And, you know, he's not even max torp, which, knowing Julian, that's exactly what you would want to do. You would want to go max torp against this industrial build from Italy. But he can't, he feels like it's almost not worth it to go it that quickly because, you know, he's only getting wood from them. He's not getting the coin he desperately needs from them. Does take down a forward outpost. Gonna probably pick up this 70 coin here. What's his next shipment going to be? So he's got multiple options. Like, he could go 1k coin, maybe try and age up, put all his villagers on food. He could go 1k wood, maybe like free TC boom, or maybe even go to the water boom. Sweden doesn't have a good early game water boom, but they do have a good transition mid to late game water boom. But he's decided to go for ranged cavalry combat, so he's decided to upgrade his units. Okay, going to take down one of the basilicas, but we do have 2 basilicas up. These things have 5,000 HP as well, so buying so much time. As long as he's got 1 basilica, that's fine. This is obviously producing 1 XP per second, but as long as he's got 1 basilica up, which is important mainly for making these units right here, the papal units. And age 4 already coming in. He does have advanced politicians. Oh, and Julian's going to be attacking the wrong town center. Even if he was attacking the right one, it would still be too late. And look at that beautiful Papal Lancer popping on top of the 2 Falconets. Julian, just for a split second. That's going to be, I mean, they are 900 resources compared to 2 Falconets, which is 1,000 resources. So even resource-wise, that is a fantastic trade there for Osteo. Double Minutemen batches as well coming in. That's going to be tough to beat. And that's going to protect the free Falconet age up here. Another free Papal Lancers coming in here for Italy. Sending in Florentine finances behind this as well. Don't forget any resource, because a Fuzi has been sent. Any resources in these Lombards are going to be giving him lots of XP per second. Yeah, is that a town center? No, that's an arsenal. Okay, so Julian is having to resort to this is smart play. So Julian can obviously take the map here because he's the one that's making units on the map. I think he should have been doing this earlier, honestly. I think he should have been putting villagers on middle mines here a lot sooner than this. He should also put villagers on this mine as well. It's funny that you can see this torp has gathered basically 300 coin. You know, that's why it's so important to have 20 torps, because 20 times 300 is a lot of coin. Okay, making veteran huts as well. These villagers are upgraded. They do have placer mines at least. I think they might have amalgamation as well. Okay, more Papal Lancers coming in. He's really teching into these Papal Lancers, and I don't blame him because they're very, very strong. So he's got 3 Falconets, a load of Minutemen, but they've only got 1 HP, and he's going to have very shortly 6 Papal Lancers. Don't forget, his Explorer also has the Eye of the Assassin crack shot ability to take down any one of these units in 1 hit. So there's a lot going for him right now, and it's going to be very difficult to push in here, especially if he unpacks these Falconets and starts taking pop shots, because these guys are going to have to force, they're going to be forced to take on the Papal Lancers. And this is such a beautiful choke point spot here. Look, the Hussars are running all the way around, taking forever to get there. They are going to dive in here. They're going to have to run into Papal Lancers. Minutemen are going to take lots of pop shots. Big batch of veteran. That's 10 veteran Huss coming in here on the charge here. So Julian is going to take this fight. All of the Falconets finally go down. There's 1 Papal Lancer left. All the Minutemen go down as well. Veteran Huss was a wise choice here. Just getting stuck in there. Melee damage. Tanking in here. And now 7 Papal Guards coming in. So Osteo does have a stable finally where he's going to start making some goons. But this Papal Guard is going to pop beautifully here. And they got that long-range stab attack, that hook attack of theirs. Going to do some damage. They will be able to get kited here by the Hacker Pellets, but that was a nice decision there to go for Papal Guards. And obviously, they're going to be able to defend the Bachelier incoming unit spam as well, no doubt. So Bachelier and Halberdier, Goon, Papal Guard, whatever he wants to make anti-cav-wise. You can make pretty much any anti-cav here, and it will work. Julian looking for a raid here against his gold mine, but there's no villagers there yet. We still have in-base mines that he needs to gobble up first. Making more Hussars. More Papal Guards coming in. Okay, let's have a look over at Juliank. Having to send, he is now actually sending 3 copper mines. And you can see here how early he gathered up these starting mines because he had villagers on them as well. This is why I think he should have done this a lot earlier. So yeah, going to have to sacrifice a whole shim in here just to get those mines back again. Probably going to pop one here, pop one here. And then I don't know what he'll do with the other. He is max torp now. So you can see here, lots of torps all in tree lines. They are gathering a good amount of wood, to be fair. Yeah, a couple here as well. Good, another 0.25, two 2.25s there. A 0.2, another 0.25. So Julian has adapted really well here. And his mines are gathering a really good amount of wood. Okay, plopping a copper mine down here as well, which will benefit from 2 mines here on coin. So in the end, you know, that's turned out quite well, but it has slowed Julian down immensely at the start of this game. And, you know, Julian's ability to torp up this map. He's having to put loads of settlers on coin, which is not what you want to do as Sweden. Okay, we've got another big fight going on here. The Hussars maneuver themselves straight into the middle of this fray. The Hacker Pellets in the back doing a lot of damage. There's a lot of Papal Guards here, though, and was that a wise decision by Julian? He's just taken all of the Hussars, just been melted by these Papal Guards. He has underestimated these Papal Guards immensely, and now Papal Bombards just absolutely demolishing. Are we going to get a Kobe shot? I don't know. It looked like he might have had a Kobe shot there, but no, he's not. Wow. Honestly, I thought Julian was going to handle business there, but those veteran Husks got absolutely slaughtered. Don't forget these Papal Guards. They have the deflect ability, which protects nearby allies, absorbing some of the inflicted damage. So not only are they anti-cav already, they have range resist, but the deflect ability does deflect some of the damage that's like the Hacker Pellets were doing. But yeah, wow, underestimated these Papal Guards like crazy. Don't forget the Papal Lancers are in here as well. They absorb some of the damage afflicted to nearby cavalry. So, you know, again, Hacker Pellets or Hussars doing damage to Papal Lancers. There's another 2 Papal Lancers to absorb some of that damage. So they had loads of that absorb and deflect ability going on there from the Papal Lancers and the Papal Guards. Kind of hidden little text there from these Papal units, which just make them so incredibly strong. I did see that Julian is actually water booming on the map here. I did talk about water booming as well. 1,000 coin is coming in now, and he is aging up with a healthy eco. Aging up with the Papal Guard. With a triple boat boom coming in here. Very nice. Honestly, I feel like he could have started this water boom earlier. But hey, it is what it is. So going really greedy on the water now, which I really, really like. He's on 64 villagers, but with a TC producing villagers and 3 extra town centers essentially on the water here. That's going to be a really effective boom coming in here. Osteo is going to start to see these docks now. He does see them. There's 1 dock. He sees 2 docks. Is he going to see the 3rd? Yes, he is. That's the hat trick right there. So now the question is, how is he going to decide to counterplay it? Hacker Pellets coming to fend these Lancers away. He sees the wall going down as well, but he's not going to be able to do anything to stop it. Papal Guard's pushing up. He is pushing up with his main army now. Even doing some Papal Guard And to be honest with you, that gold mine is pretty much all been gobbled up now. Only 700 coin left. So Julian's done a fantastic job with that coin mine. Egypt has come in. 54 villagers for Osteo. He does have a factory. So Julian's eco is definitely better thanks to all of the torps and the boat booming that's going on there. So Julian still has the economic lead here. The question is, what is he going to do to stop this? He's got 4 culverins, which is fantastic against the Papal Bombard. So he's got that countered. How does he counter the Basileas? That's the question. Is he going to go for Drabant here? That looks like a tech. Oh, no, it's Culverin Royales. Okay, so he's getting the Culverin Royales. So no Drabant tech just yet. I think he does have the resources for it. I think it's about 900, 750 wood, 750 coin for the Drabants. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's 900. But regardless, Drabant's tech is coming in. He still has plenty of population left for military. Only 23 hacker pellets. Could double that. And he would have a scary army then. Okay, some torps going down. But these torps have run out of their blueberries bush. So losing these torps is fine because he can just rebuild them under, you know, another tree line again, like over here, and he'll get the berry bush back for them. So that's honestly fine to lose those torps there. They're only gathering a small amount of wood. Okay, counter infantry riflery coming in. Is he going to try and send... oh, okay, he's sent Treaty of Roskilde. Is he getting... Okay, yeah, he does... Oh, no, I was going to say he cancelled it, but no, he tried to get it in before the Arsenal. But, okay, I was wondering why he was sending that, because he doesn't have any skirmishes. But very interestingly, he's going for Savalax Jaegers. Obviously, because of the amount of wood that's coming in. This is where all of his villages are. This is where his torps are gathering from. Lots of wood. He obviously feels like he's got lots of spare wood and feels like that's an effective card to send to get those Savalax Jaegers. Okay. Osteo trying to counter the water play here. A monitor coming in. And a factory. Monitor's going to be there to try and counter this outpost. Making Savalax Jaegers now. Again, Julian adapting really well to the situation that he was in. Because he's getting so much wood from the Torp mines. The Torp tree lines. He's kind of teched into Savalax Jaegers, which are very coin and wood heavy. So again, a very effective use of the macro situation that he's in. Nice, instantly going down. That outpost almost went up. I'll take that one down as well. But 3 Papal Bombards here. He's going to have to be careful. The monitor, you're going to have to get out of it. He's going to take 2 of them. But maybe it was bait to allow the Royale Culverins to get in there. Okay, gate goes down. Do you have Japan? These guys mean business. One of the most OP units in the game. Okay, now we've got a frigate going on here. He's going to broadside attack one of the Papal Bombards. Beautiful stuff. Now only 1 Papal Bombard remains, and hopefully a Culverin will be able to finish that off. Yes, it will. Now he can rely on the frigate and monitor to deal well against the Basileas, and the Hacker Pellet should clean everything else up. Look at that broadside. Look at that broadside Kobe shot. Look at the range right now. Okay, lots of weak Drabants. Obviously would be worth getting a healer there. Now in come the Savalax Jaegers. Lots of outpost spam going down. And a dock. Osteo does not want Julian to have any more of this water. 74 villagers for Julian. Does have his second factory coming in. Industrial Revolution. He's got heavy cannon production in queue. Osteo on 81 villagers. So the economies are very close now. But Julian with 2 factories and with Torp economy, he still has the economic advantage. But you do have, you know, Papal units. You do have Lombard production. So it is very, very close. Osteo still has this gold mine in base. Julian still has this in base gold mine. guards. What a close game this has turned out to be. Julian, all things considered, with this bug here, like this most disgusting, like disrespectful thing I've ever seen, ever. I've seen Osteo do it once before against, I can't remember who the Swedish player was. It might have been Shake. But he's done it once before. This is the second time I've seen him do this. This man has no honor. Like, he does not care. He will win in any way possible. And in actual fact, he likes to win in the most toxic, disrespectful way ever. He will go out of his way to be toxic. Savalax Jaegers and Jabant play here. More Colvin Royales coming in. Max population here for Osteo now. Does have lots of upgrade cards to send. Going for Cavalry Combat. Does have Baccelliere upgrades. That's another Cav Combat upgrade card there. Could overpop here with Albania Company, which would be really, really nice. Does have the Papal Arsenal as well, and he has Milanese Arsenal, so he's still got loads of really useful cards to send here. Going for Cav Combat to help those Papal Lancers, no doubt. You can see there, 1050 HP, 90 Lance Attack to 99 Lance Attack, and 1155 HP. That is insane. Their charged ability basically does 100 damage with 2 area of effect. That is insane, and it has full range. Papal Lancers are so insane. These can be upgraded again. He's getting Cav Cuirass to get 10% more HP. He can send in this card to get all melee attacks, so another 15% melee attack upgrade. Absolutely incredible. Now 1225 HP. Insane stuff. Okay, Julian pushing here with howitzers or mortars. They're not upgraded yet. Heavy cannons. Colvin Royales. A few Savalax Jaegers, but mostly Jabants. I like the mortar play here. 103 villagers for Osteo compared to 73. Now the economy is probably in favor, even with the extra Torp economy and the extra factory. The economy's probably in favor for Osteo now. Sweden sending in improved warships. It does have heavy cannon production. Lots of heavy cannons here. And Julian has the best micro in the business. There is no one that has better micro than him. He is the treaty god, and like I said earlier about getting some priest to heal, he is healing all of these Jabants. Smart stuff. They are working overtime. Even these Papal Bombards, they are the king of heavy artillery, but against this superior numbers of heavy cannons, it's not even close. Okay, I think Osteo is going to get cleaned up here, but his rematch will be fine. The scores are neck and neck. Look at this. There's only 1,000 score in it. Osteo is just backing up, being super annoying, trying to siege stuff down. And yeah, look, finding some villagers eventually. Most of the, if not all of those villagers, are going to go down. The factories will remain alive, though. That's what's important here. Julian down to 68 villagers. He needs to get his villager count up. He needs to take the water control. He needs to take the map on water, take down these outposts and dock, and he can start producing more boats again because there's still plenty of resources on the water here. Okay, beautiful heavy cannon micro there. Cleans up, and now he's really going into like the Sweden version of Skirmgoon, which is Savalax Jaeger and Jabant, and it's an insane Skirmgoon composition because these are obviously Jaegers. They're 2-pop. Jabant's 2-pop. Jabant's like the best goon in the game basically because they're just such a powerhouse. They do so much damage. They trade well against infantry as well. Such a good unit. And honestly, you can basically just monocomp with this unit right now. Maybe not against, like, full Basilier and anti-cav, but... Oh, and look at this. Just more Papal Lancers. More, again, catching artillery for free here. There's only one outpost left, which hopefully he will finish off. More mortars coming in. Veteran pikeman. He's taking to veteran pike. Interesting. Ostio's making these meals for some reason. Probably just for line of sight purposes, but that's still pretty funny. Okay, Julian, still heavy cannon production with his factories. Another frigate coming in. He's sending in a frigate. Obviously, doesn't feel like he can send anything more now. So he doesn't actually have any more upgrade cards to send, unlike Osteo, who has lots of upgrade cards to send. Wow, Osteo has actually got some of these native techs. He's got Shaman Drums, which is a cavalry build time and shock infantry. So all cavalry and shock infantry train faster. Interesting. I'm guessing that works for Papal Lancers as well. So that's a really good tech actually to get faster Papal Lancers. But look at this artillery war right now. Pure Papal Bombards, the chunky boys, going up against pure heavy cannon. But there are some Culverin Royales here, which is the deal breaker. However, that being said, 1575, I didn't even see. Osteo has got into Imperial Age. We have Imperial upgraded Papal Lancers. Look at the stats, 129 Lance charged ability. That is just unfair. And even against Hacker Pellets, which are supposed to counter them, they just don't. They have Mameluke HP with 64 hand attack and an unbelievably strong charged ability. I didn't even see Osteo has got into Imperial Age. Look at the resources here. He can still upgrade them again. My goodness me. This is just too OP. It really is. And Julian calls it there. Oh my, did he have Imperial Papal Bombards? He didn't. However, I didn't even notice the Imperial there. Wow. And the Imperial came in, and look at the stats on them. Imperial Lancers. They have the same HP as a Mameluke, except way more damage. This unit is so insane. It's so insane. And Osteo, I have to say, you are the most toxic piece of shit player in this game. He just completely denied Julian to torp anywhere on the map except from his starting mines. And I have no words to say, but you got to feel bad for Julian there. Like he played with not only does he play with a handicap with the civilization matchup, like this is a really bad matchup for Sweden. On top of that, he's playing another handicap because Osteo is abusing the Architect Foundation bug. And yeah, I have no words. Julian tried, and he almost did it, but look at the resources. He almost made it work, but Osteo, you toxic, toxic man. You have no honor, but that is what we come to expect. And hey, you've got to have the bad guys, right? This guy is like the Joker. You have to have the bad guy in any game like this. And he is the villain of Age of Empires 3. Guys, hope you enjoyed this. Do not go exploiting this bug, you motherfuckers. Teehee, I certainly will. And I'll catch you guys in the next game. Peace.